What's happening YouTube? My name is Alex and this is Codernov Electronics Repair. Today we are going to install this small little dauterboard into this radio. This is Quansheng K5 and this dauterboard, it's called LYSIA, let me show it to you, LUSYA. You can see LYSIA modification module. It is based on Skyworks Si4732-A10 chip. Basically what it does is it shows it lets you tune into below frequencies below 18 kilohertz. Now this is not my radio, this is a radio from my customer Sergey, ham call sign UB4RHI, uniform Bravo for Romeo Hotel India. If you see the guy, if you hear the guy out on the airways, say hello. So data sheet, I'm not gonna read it. Basically it's interesting, but the only thing that you gotta know that it provides a capability to tune your Quansheng portable radio below 18 megahertz, I'm sorry. Plus you get better, I think you get better FM reception just on radios and stuff, broadcast radio. So this is how it looks like. We got the chip, the Skyworks Si4732-A10, and we got oscillator, and that's tiny little board installs into radio. So let's disassemble this thing. Oh, and by the way, after we do this mode, I have here LEDs for screen, green ones, and for keyboard also green ones. We're going to modify the radio into green color so that our customer can distinguish this handset from his other handsets. So let's disassemble this. This is a radio brand new, and he just got it from AliExpress, sent it to me. This is the second radio I'm doing for the guy. First one, basically I did a red keyboard and red display, and sensitivity mode I replaced two low noise MOSFETs or transistors, I don't remember what it was, plus some what do you call them? Inductors. Now I'm going to take off speaker. It's kind of standard procedure. Plus I'm going to take display off. I've seen guys do it without taking display off. Basically you cannot buy a display. If you break this one, you essentially gonna buy a brand new radio. So it's best to take off display so that it does not damage the flex cable. Can you see? Yep. There you go. My station says plug. Let it heat up. And we're gonna heat it and take the sucker off. I can make it more fun for you. We can see it. There you go. Display is out. Okay, since I'm going to replace keyboard backlight, I'm going to take the keyboard film off, because I'm going to be working here with hot air and I don't want it to melt. Let's just heat it with 200 degrees and take it off. Let me show it to you on the microscope. You see what I'm doing? Just taking it off, nice and easy. Okay, so it is off and we can proceed. So it's gonna go on to the board just like this. We're gonna take off this chip, then we're gonna make a couple of connections here, solder this ground, and remove and replace some couplings over here. Let's have a look at the old chip, the one that we're gonna remove. Can you see it? It's BK1080 or BK10B0. Let's look it up. BK1080. That is shit. Where is it? FM receivers employ low IF architecture, mixed signal, image rejection, digital demodulation technology. Okay, so essentially we are replacing this chip with something more advanced. So let's take off this chip and which something that looks like two either capacitors or inductors. I mean, we're gonna measure them, find out what they are. Can you see them? So we gotta take this off and this one off. But before I'm gonna take them off, I'm going to measure them and see what they are, just in case, just for fun. So I got a spam call. Let's continue. And I want to blow off, but not entirely, these two, so I can measure them. Like that. There you go. And we're going to measure them. So this big one is a inductor. It's about 4 nanohenries, and the small one is a capacitor. It's about 170 picofarads. Let's take them off and let's go into spots. Let's have a look. Okay guys, so up next we're gonna have to replace this. We're gonna have to take off this capacitor and replace it with supplied 100 nanofarad capacitor. Now they supply us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we're only gonna use just one. I guess the other 4 are in case we lose them. I don't intend to lose any caps, so the rest are going to go into spare. Let's go into microscope. So gonna take off this cap. Here's the chip that we took off. Here are 2 components that we took off, and we're gonna take off this cap and we're gonna replace with a supplied 100 nanofarad cap. As soon as we take it out, is it out? Oh, little sneaky bastard, where did you go? Did I lose a cap? Or is it still there? No, it's not there. Huh. Yeah guys, I lost the cap. I lost the cap. Let's grab another one. There you go, shit. Maybe it's hiding somewhere, the one that we lost. I don't see it. Oh, I found it. It's right here. Didn't go far. So anyway, let's take this off. Let's put one of those on. Zoom in, focus, let me bring you guys in. I guess we can measure this one. Let's measure it. and let's put a new one right next to it so that we can measure them at the same time, like that. The new one is supposed to be 100. This is 1.5 and the old one $150. So let's finish replacing and move on to the next step. This one, it flew off. There you go. So the next step is to put this dauterboard into its place. I'm wondering what this is. Should I break it off? What do you think? Should I break this off, huh? You know what, since it's not mine, I'm not gonna touch it. But if it was mine, I would break it off so that it would stay flush over here. You see, it's going over this resistor. Man, this sucks. Okay, so I apply some pressure and just solder this straight. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use non-active flux so that in case we don't clean everything off, it doesn't corrode. It's UV-10 by Mechanic. Let's do this. Can you see? You can see, and I can see. There you go. Let's clean it. Let's clean and let's check continuity. Where is this trace going? And this one somewhere underneath. This one, no contact. Everything looks good. Let's solder the ground again using non-active flux. We are cold. Let's heat up. Okay, so we clean up, we wiggle it, make sure it's soldered, and we go to the next step. Yeah, I broke it off. That piece it's not needed. Looks good. So up next we are going to make two jumpers. First one from here to this resistor over here, from here to here, and second one from here to this capacitor over here. And I'm going to mask, no, I'm not going to mask, it's the same connection, right? We can see it right here. Yep, you see it? Let's check it out. So jumper from here to here, and jumper from here to over here, from here to here, and from here to here. I don't have to mask anything. So speaking of ham reception, we have a NATO 4010. It's, if you go to Flight Radar and type in 4010, you're gonna see Reaper UAV flying over Black Sea and basically because of that thing we have something working here. It's called on Russian rep. Let me see what it's called in English real quick. On English it is called electromagnetic warfare, EW. Basically I cannot hit any repeaters with my radio, I cannot get anything, I cannot get any reception either. So kinda in the dark right here. I mean, those UAVs, they used to direct drones and attack infrastructure and stuff. So they jamming frequencies that could be used by the drones. And the Reaper, I guess, provides it provides intelligence, you know, how to go around PVO, we call it PVO, how to go around air defenses. That's what I want to say. Man, can you guys see what I'm seeing? Yeah, I'm gonna just raise it up and get rid of the coating with my iron before I solder it like this. And apply some flux, probably a good idea. There you go, like that. So basically 2 meters and 70 centimeters bands, just that in here. Cannot use them. Cannot hit repeater. Cannot hear repeater. Oh, I need a new blade. That looks good. Let's do the next one. Just take the coating off. That looks nasty. So let's clean and inspect. This tray is going over here, and this trace is going over here. Let's check it out. This is good, and this one is good also. So we are finished with this part. Up next we just have to remove a choke, install a choke right over here. Let me bring you guys in so you can see. Yeah, so essentially we're gonna remove this choke and install this choke, this big one. So let's looking at it more carefully. This is how I'm gonna do it. Basically, I'm gonna keep this resistor right over here, and I'm going to go around the screw. I'm gonna keep the screw. In other instructions, people actually take the screw off and they don't use it. I'm gonna keep the screw because I can actually do it on the microscope. And I'm gonna go over here between the screw and the hole for display and hit the antenna right here. But first we're gonna take this off before we proceed. We're gonna take it off with hot air. Maximum velocity so that it doesn't melt. Has a plastic body. This that looks good, and we're gonna go around here. Can you guys see? I need to know some tweezers. There you go. That should work. Yep, I like that. that's it. Let me just cut this off using pliers. Okay, so this part of the motor is finished. Basically, look what we have. We have a choke. We remove the choke. We have a choke, brand new one. And over here, we remove two components, the bigger one, the smaller one, and also a chip. Right over here, we installed the dauterboard. Soldered dauterboard, broke off this thingy over here because that thingy goes over this resistor. Solder the ground, solder the dauterboards, make two jumpers. Let me zoom in on jumpers one more time so that you can see. There you go. First jumper to this resistor over here, second jumper to either this cap or this cap. And also we replaced this capacitor. We took off the old one and installed a new one from the supply capacitors with the kit. So essentially this mode is done. All that we have to do now basically is flash new firmware and test, but before I do that I'm gonna modify display. And modify keyboard color. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do two-part video because this one is kind of long. Let me see. So guys, the video is 50 minutes long, 50, and I'm gonna do part 2, modifying the display and keyboard colors, and also part 3, taking a look at firmware with modified dauterboard, what it's called, LYSIA modification model. On Si4732-A10. So this is the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next part.